G'day YouTubers and thank you for tuning in to the Dice Toy Review, and look what I've made so far. Tommy, Donald and a Toy Story train working together because hey, they can't get through this trio point section. I think it's an auto point section, of course. One train gets stuck and the other one just also gets stuck as well too. They all seem to, I don't know why, it's kind of a bit weird to see these tender engines getting a bit stuck. I do not know why. I don't know, maybe it's because of their size, or maybe it's because of the way they are pretty much designed as. I've got no flipping idea. It looks like that the Toy Story train is struggling. But Donald is coming along to straightforward help it, of course. Oh yeah. And I think he's going to get stuck too. And yeah, anyways, since we're talking about two things, we're going to be talking about not just two trains, but also two vehicles, road vehicles specifically. I could tell you what, I actually just can't help myself just not stop watching this thing. This is such an amazing Guinness World toy, as I would call it, eh? It's like a sort of toy that you can just sort of sit back and watch and have a bit of fun. Look at that, Donald is stopping at Wellsworth Station until the Toy Story train has derailed. Lovely scenario. And hey, it's something that you just don't see on videos like this. So far, so good. I've just revealed the Toy Story train, and even though things aren't going to be looking that great, hey, it's the first toy review of August 2026. And let's be very proud and watch the beauty of this Toy Story train losing its boxcar off the rails. Oh, it's back again. And it looks like that Tommy Donald is awaiting for his mail to be straightforward full, until the Toy Story train has came along and shoved Donald. You right there, laddie? Looking good so far, eh? I think that Toy Story train might probably move in a sec. But hey, speaking of toy vehicles, we're not talking about Wuthering Sunday. Whooshka! Hate the flippin' news. We're going to be talking about this amazing toy truck. Bah, bah. Yes! It is what it is. What type of truck is that? Is that supposed to be a chassis type flatbed truck? And it looks like the trains are sort of stuck. Sorry for the rhyming, eh? So, as I'm about to re-rail both of the trains, you can just see how massively awesome this truck is. It looks well done. I'll tell you what, I have to say that the design of this thing may seem a little bit abstract, because obviously the cab is basically a separate piece when fully assembled together. When I've actually made that thing, the cab, of course, it is the separate piece. It looks pretty good to me. And then we've also got this flatbed piece. I think it's just some sort of weird articulated section. Maybe it could be some sort of tow truck, or it could be just a ramp truck. Which unfortunately doesn't really marginally, well, let's just say point downwards. I think it's just too short. Yeah, I think it really requires like another surface if you want to load a car, or maybe you want to load something at the back. There's no windows like so. There's no window right over here, which is a bit strange. But nevertheless, hey, it's some sort of I wouldn't say it's that articulate. It's more of a rigid truck. Okay, so it's more of a type of flatbed sort of truck. It's got nothing else in it. It's just a very standard looking truck. On the back, it's got like a European sort of styled license plate, blah blah, and it's also got like very good looking tail lamps at the back. So I'll probably say, hey, this truck is not too bad for my money's worth of buying that thing, or actually making that thing, because hey, obviously Flip Toys don't really involve in purchasing. It's just how I make the toys, isn't it? And of course, yes, if I have a look at what's the truck's name, let's find out the licensing info on that thing. His name is Housepard Stan Ross. Very interesting name. And of course, yes, he's made in the UK and China. And he is a MAN F90 2000 26.403 6x4 chassis truck. Yes, it looks pretty good to me. That the design of that truck looks totally well worth. I have to say, hey, it's a very nice design. And then there's, of course, the back of it, of course. It looks very, very good. Mind you, I tell you what, I've been making toy vehicles for about 5 years, and I'll tell you what, I always seem to be highly impressed in the way I make these things. Tell you what, the way I've actually have painted these wheels, they may not seem to be that perfect, but I tell you what, hey, it's a fantastic design. It looks totally and utterly good. Okay, the face looks very, very nice, although it does look a little bit, let's just say, kooky in the way it's been produced. And it's got a very funny looking cap, but what's even more funny is that the cap looks a little bit, almost separate. Kind of reminds me of the sort of truck Renault has made. Was it the Renault Magnum? I can't really remember actually, but it's got brown eyes. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. I do love the colour contrast of what looks like to be a buffy cream, sort of yellow in colour, combined with what looks like to be a pair of brown eyes. And if I turn to the other side, hey, we've got what looks like to be a darkish, sludgish greyish sort of colour on the truck. Looks wonderful, doesn't it? And yes, we've also got some beautiful looking wheels, which obviously they don't look that too good, but then at the same time, hey, that's just how it is. It's not that perfect. One thing I also want to see, oh yes, lovely detailing, the 264 L something, which I've got no idea what that truck is saying to me. Yeah, it's a very awesome design. I love how it says man on the front. Do you know what it actually reminds me of? It actually kind of reminds me of how Dicky Toys, you know, the company behind Dicky Toys, I can't really remember, I suppose, but you know, I'd love to see how Dicky Toys see this as some sort of genuine inspiration. It's quite a very nice looking toy, even though the window is a little bit messed up on the middle, the windscreen that is on where his eyes are. The face, the mouth looks very, very good. It's like a typical B mouth sort of style. And there's the lion badge. And of course, you've also got these beautiful looking fancy headlights. Hey, it looks pretty good to me. It's a very fancy looking truck. And I mean, it's not that perfect in the way it's been built. Whoa, it looks like Donald has given the Toy Story train a complete glutton for punishment. You think the Toy Story train is going to really throw back at Donald? Oh, that's more of a helping hand, actually. And oh, off goes the Toy Story train. That's amazing when two communities help each other together as one. Look at that, here comes Donald. I don't know why, but I'm seemingly getting distracted by these toy trains. And it looks like Donald just came for a stop. And the Toy Story train is coming for a bit of a ram up. And there you go, a bit of a helping hand. I think Donald's going to be the helping hand real soon this time. Very much next, isn't it? I don't know why these trains always seem to get stuck all the time on that trio auto point section than it is with like the tank engines. I can't really tell. Ooh, sort of stuck there, but off they go. Off they go indeed. Oh yeah. What's a little bit iffy about this truck is that, of course, is the cab. Sorry about the strapping here, the cab detailing here obviously is kind of a little bit the borderline between the chassis configuration and also the cab. It's a little bit inconsistent in the way it's been rendered. So it is meant to be based on a rigid truck. But I tell you what, hey, it does look quite good. Obviously, although there's some paint sprays over here, yeah. And actually, during the making of this vehicle, I was originally supposed to make it in some sort of dump truck, but then unfortunately, I think I made one of the biggest mistakes. I think when I've cut out the entire truck itself, I think one mistake I've made was that I've entirely cut out the sides of the vehicle. I think it was meant to be more of a dump truck rather than just a flatbed chassis truck of some sort. But nevertheless, hey, it does look very, very good. And I have to say, hey, House Pard Stan Ross, he is a fantastic vehicle. I think, going by the looks of him, I think he's pretty much a German, Belgium, sort of Dutch truck sort of thing. Lovely sort of design. And hey, even though it's not perfectly designed, it looks pretty good indeed. I mean, the separated cab is quite abstract. But I tell you what, hey, it's quite a very sort of clever concept about this. Okay, let me drive off this beast and see how he goes. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, meanwhile, it looks like Donald and the Toy Story train are completely and utterly stuck. I mean, what's going on with these two trains? That's not very good. Okay, up they go. Oh, cruggies! The Toy Story train is ending up towards my camera. How flippin' intimidating was that? And are we going to have oh my goodness me, at least I don't want to straightforward slop my voice here, eh? But they go, oh crikey's! Do you think there's going to be an absolute train wreck? Whoa, looks like Donald has pretty much taken cover against such an aggressive fight with her Toy Story train, but yet again they are helping hands, obviously. Oh yes, whoa, Donald is playing dirty here, eh? What about if Douglas came along? Oh man, let me just go ahead and jump cut, and let's move on to the next vehicle, which is of course the other toy that I'm only going to present, and there's my tablet straps from my tablet case. Oh god, it looks like Donald is now forging his way after the Toy Story train has decided to give him a bit of a shove. I can play with this sort of thing all day long. Okie dokie. Boom! And yes, here it is. I was going to be doing something a little bit more dramatic like that, you know. BAM! But then that wouldn't be too gentle, wouldn't it? So I just did it like that. Anyways, so the next vehicle, as you can see here, which is of course the last toy in this toy review, is supposed to be some sort of duck tour bus thing. And it looks pretty abstract, but it somehow looks pretty cool. And his name is Flubba Dubba. But when I look on the underside of this vehicle, which obviously... Wow, look at that. It looks like it's been covered in rust, doesn't it? Sorry about the tablet casing. So, hey, the tablet strap, lanyard thingy. It always seems to be a completely another nuisance whenever I'm filming on videos like that. His name is Roy... Sorry, it's Roy Ortho... Sorry, what's his name here, Roy Orthos Powell. That's quite a very weird, but also fantastic name. There's the licensing info. I can see Flip Flap UK TM, that stands for trademark, copyright 2026, all rights preserved. Does that make any sense, doesn't it? And on the bottom, it's of course a Duck W353 replica vehicle, and it's a made in China /UK toy. Like I said before, I've been making so many vehicles for a very long period of time, and I'll tell you what, so far so good. The number of toy cars and vehicles alike so far during this year's summer has been an ultimate success, thanks largely to the hot and dry conditions. Had a lot of sunshine, had a lot of humidity. Bang, that was actually really good. It says Flip Flaps Amphibian Boat, which is actually quite abstract. As you can see, there's some splasheroonies and a duck that's flying. Almost looks like the sort of thing that you find in the middle of an airport, doesn't it? Whoops! I think my foot just attacked my flipping tablet. That was not very nice, wasn't it? Obnoxious piece of crap of my body part. Anyway, I'm just going to re-roll the Toy Story train, because I want to see that, what do you call it? That sort of playability with the Toy Story train and Donald. Oh my goodness me. Ugh. Nearly going to give myself a complete hernia with my body this time. So anyways, it says www.flapducktours.co.uk. That looks very nice. The windows are sort of nicely painted, even though they are quite a little bit, let's just say, inconsistent. It does look a little bit naive and somewhat more childish in the way it's been designed. But then, hey, Flip Flap never always seems to disappoint in the way they make their toys. It's good to know, and it looks like Donald and the Toy Story train are stuck again. And what's really funny is that the wheels do seem to be a little bit very strange. I've got no idea why. Yeah, they're a bit off-coloured than compared to the body of the duck boat, which is, in a sense, completely and utterly strange. And mind you, the paint almost looks like it's sort of peeling off from that blue detailing sort of thing. And there you go, there's the face. It does look very basic, and wow! Can you believe it? The Toy Story train just sort of nudged a bit, and there you go. Finally, it seems like Donald has finally got himself free, and now it's time for Donald's turn to become stuck in the mud. Oh, crikeys! Donald has nearly killed off the Toy Story train. Is it going to re-rail? Is it going to really? Yes! The Toy Story train has finally recovered, and I think it's going to have a nasty payback. Ooh, what kind of retaliation? Oh, crikey! The Toy Story train has finally got derailed! God damn it! Oh, dearie me. Oh, dear. I think Donald is about to struggle at this one point, but is he going to really ram in front of the Toy Story train? No, that's a very Close call. What a style, mate. Oh, yeah. But hey, let's re-roll the Toy Story train for a bit more help, fun, and jeopardy. Off it goes. Sorry about my tablet. Oh, yeah. On its way now to help Donald. Who knows, or even to fight against Donald for paying back of what he has just done. Causing confusion and delay, huh? Well, that's no way to be infinity and beyond. And that's neither one way to be a friend in need. Ain't that right, Donald? Huh, he gave me the cold shoulder. Okay, so where was I? So yes, as I know, this amazing looking duck boat, obviously it doesn't really have that much detailing involved. It is sort of very much a simplistic replica of what I'd find in, let's just say, in London or in Liverpool or any other place where it just involves, you know, duck boat tours and things like that. It's quite a very nice vehicle. It's got blue in the front. I do love the color contrast of orange and blue. It's giving a bit more of a summer, a bit of a summer vibe, as I can really tell. On the back, it's very much how it's been designed as. It's named Flubber Dubber, but his name is Roy Orthos Powell. I think that's his name, of course. And there is some very strange looking license plates here. It says JAL 636. And same with the other side here, eh? Yeah, a bit rough nut paint job on license plating. And I do love this logo. It says FFDB, which is Flip Flap Duck Boats. A lovely picture of a duck. That's fine. Looks more like a chicken. Or it could be a big pudgy looking pigeon. Then of that being a duck. And yes, we've also got the tail lamps at the back. I think this one here is not painted very well. I do love the three-windowed concept, and also the six-wheel concept. Looks very, very nice, doesn't it? Mind you, it almost looks like that this whole flip-flap amphibian boat design looks like it's been made. It looks like it's been, let's just say, drawn with Posca pens or paint pens rather than just paint itself. It looks actually fairly nice to know. It looks very nicely detailed. Mind you, despite its simplicity, I would say this vehicle is pretty much giving a tick for me. Crikey, that is wonderful. Completely and utterly stunning. A very awesome design. I love the face. It does look quite simplistic. Mind you, I tell you what, it looks somewhat even more stranger than that Combine Harvester toy that I reviewed last year in August. Mind you, it's giving a bit of a 1 year anniversary of just how incredible and marvellous this series of toy vehicles is like. I tell you what, it's growing exponentially massive. I tell you what, and also the logo is a little bit inconsistent. The duck logo is somewhat different. And there you go, there's the Riding Flip Flaps amphibian boat. That's also a bit of a telltale sign, isn't it? Yeah, it doesn't look too bad in the way it's been built. It does look, you know, very, very nice, I suppose, eh? Yeah. Very, very nice design. And very interesting on the fact that it's been designed within 2 cardboard boxes. Very similar to the truck that I've just reviewed recently, the man truck. What's his name? House Parts. I can't really remember his name. Okay, let me just shout out his name. It's House Parts Stan Ross. Quite nice. And of course, yes, I do love the looks of this amazing duck boat. Don't think it would float in water. I don't think so. I would really love to see that thing sort of transform into like an actual boat, but unfortunately, no. It looks more like a, let's just say, a water taxi on wheels. How strange is that? It doesn't really have that much in the way of equipment, let's just say, you know, life buoys and things like that, because, hey, it's just how I seem to make things like this, you know, just an assorted vehicle, okay? So it doesn't need to have extra components, unless if it's like a car, you know. If it was a car, then I would rather put, like, you know, 2 components, an origami box and a rectangular origami box, like, you know, let's just say somewhat square in dimension and so on. But yeah, this is actually a very nicely detailed sort of toy. I mean, how can I really compare that with other toys like that I've just reviewed recently and previously that I've just done in videos like this? I mean, they're just absolutely well done. But I could tell you what, hey, having this sort of effort to really build these toys during hot weather, it has been almost the struggle that I've done so far. But hey, I've been doing so well, and I think I need to try and re-roll these trains. Okay, let me just jump cut. Right, I finally got a few attempts of re-rolling the Toy Story 5 train, and oh no, and there goes my tablet strap. See that? That's where my tablet casing is. Oh man, I need to go ahead and buy another bloody casing so that this thing does not seem to take over my videos on YouTube. But anyways, I might as well just leave it right here, guys, because hey, it was quite a relatively fun video to produce for the very start of August 2026. And I'm very glad, I'm finally happy to know that, hey, I've started to do a toy review on the very first day of August 2026. How fantastic is that? Isn't it? I've been so glad I've been doing a toy review like this, especially when I'm playing trains like this. Oh man, I tell you what, there's more toy reviews yet to come later on this month. Oh my crikeys, I tell you what, I've been making so many toy cars throughout the rest of this whole summer. They make excellent Christmas presents, especially that truck and that duck boat right over in the background. Anyways, I might as well just leave this video right here before I get way too long and hopefully to straightforward dump all of my memory into an absolute oblivion, because hey, my SD card is completely nutly full. So with that being said, if you really enjoyed in this toy review, please give this video a very good like, subscribe for more toy reviews like these, two vehicles like this in the future, and hopefully there'll be more of that coming, I suppose so. As always, thanks so much for watching, and bye for now.